Welcome to another Across the Nation here on AmericanFreePress.net. I'm American Free Press editor Mark Anderson, and I'm at the infamous Jekyll Island Club Hotel in Jekyll Island, Georgia, on the Atlantic coast. And here in October 2010, we're at the 100-year anniversary of the secret train ride led by Senator Nelson Aldrich, who headed a special monetary commission to help the private bankers get their first ever beachhead in conquering the United States economically. That became the Federal Reserve System. To make that happen, they had to create the Federal Reserve Act, passed in Congress December 23, 1913. But the actual foundation was laid and the idea and scheme was put together at this Jekyll Island Club Hotel. And we're here in October 2010 observing the anniversary of that infamous train ride for them to put that scheme together. And here in the Federal Reserve Room, in this spacious, old-fashioned hotel, we have the main movers and shakers who were here. And they were A. Pyatt Andrew, Assistant Secretary of the U.S. Treasury, Senator Nelson Aldrich, who was the main legislative leader, Henry P. Davison of J.P. Morgan and Company, the head honcho, really, the mastermind, Paul Warburg, a Rothschild agent who is here in the United States on behalf of Kuhn, Loeb and Company, a very influential foreign banker, Frank A. Vanderlip, who was president of National City Bank, and Benjamin Strong, president of the Bankers Trust Company. And these were the real change agents in getting the Federal Reserve Foundation laid. And American Free Press is continuing to explore the foundations, the history, and the actual actions of the Federal Reserve System. And we're really asking tough questions at this point in economic duress, especially in the United States and throughout the world. Tough questions. Do we still need the Federal Reserve after about 100 years? 100 years since the scheme was laid, almost 100 years since the act was passed to make it happen. Is this the system we want? What would we replace it with? These questions are being asked and answered in the pages of AFP on an ongoing basis and on our website, AmericanFreePress.net. And so, as we continue to explore this, follow us along. We'll be looking at social credit, the American Monetary Institute, and other ways we could bring money into existence without interest instead of the current practice whereby the U.S. Treasury hands over bonds and securities and debt-bearing instruments to the Fed, and the Federal Reserve only then provides money and credit for the nation's economy, the entire economy, to operate. Should any private entity have that kind of power over the very lifeblood of a nation? I contend, and American Free Press contends, that that is an actual conquest of the sovereign United States by the central private bankers. If a nation has quasi-control, reasonable control over its legislative, judicial, and executive functions, can we say we're a sovereign nation if we don't control our own financial destiny, if we don't control the very creation of money? I contend, and AFP has the consensus, that the answer to that question is no. A country that does not create its monetary unit of its own, interest-free, and does not control its financial destiny has no real independence at all, and has been, in fact, hijacked and conquered by the central banking cartel, of which these men were early representatives, but very influential ones. So, I'll be exploring throughout the day today in October 2010 this place where it all happened, and now I'm departing the Federal Reserve Room. We'll see you next time here at AmericanFreePress.net.